Pete's Pigskin Previews spotlighting 80 area high schools from 6-man to 6A as we get ready for the high school football season. Pete's Pigskin Previews are brought to you by Wayland Baptist University and Raider Pump and Supply.
First, remind us how KPA finished up last year.
So we ended up with a 9-4 record. We were fortunate enough to make a playoff run and ended up losing in the state semifinals to the eventual state champions. And so, it's always a bittersweet feeling when it ends, but we were really fortunate to make the run we did, and really proud of our guys.
Well, how nice is it now back for year two, so the kids kind of know?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the biggest thing going into this year. The word that comes to mind is experience. Last year the staff came in so late that it felt like drinking from a fire hose. And so this year, kind of having a full off season, the kids knowing what we want, who we have, and stuff like that, I think that's going to be massive for us going into this year.
How do the Warriors, in your mind, look this year?
We're going to look different. We lost 4 of our really productive seniors who are also just great leaders for us, and we also had one more young man who was a junior last year who will still be on the team and will participate, but had a late injury in the playoffs, and so he won't be able to fill the role that he had last year. And so there are a lot of unknowns, but we're really optimistic. We've got some strong seniors who are leaders, and then a really great junior and sophomore class, and some 8th graders coming up that we're excited about. And so I anticipate to still be trying to move the ball forward for sure, but it will look different than it has in the last couple of years for sure.
And how does the early part of the schedule look?
Yeah, so we open back up in Jayton with Borden County, which is the same opponent that we had last year, and so we're really excited about that. And then we have Anton, Lorenzo, Wildorado, Waco Live Oak, Abilene Christian, and Roby to kind of finish out our non-district. And so a lot of really tough tests in there that will really help us come district.
And how does district look?
District's going to be the same as last year, so we've got Midland Holy Cross, Christ the King, and Wichita Falls Christian. And so, obviously it's nice to be familiar with those opponents and kind of what they do, but on the flip side, they're familiar with you. And so, but everybody's going to look a little bit different this year. Everyone kind of across the board lost a lot of their key pieces, and so it's going to be interesting to see how that race finishes out.
And what are the goals this year?
Keep pressing on. That's kind of been the thing that we've been talking about in line with our chop wood mentality has been, the phrase press on. We've had some tremendous teams in the last couple of years that have really raised the bar at the school and at this program as a whole, and the goal now is to continue to press on, and we're really excited. We feel like we have the opportunity to do that, and some guys that can fill the roles that we need to fill, and so that's kind of the end goal for this year, is to keep moving the ball forward.